Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Apollo with My Fitness Everywhere, and I'm going to talk to you about isolated rotations, the best warm up ever. Okay, so jumping right into it. You're going to stand on one foot and rotate each foot 10 times in each direction. Now, what you want to focus on here is making perfect circles. With all of these rotations, you want to focus on making perfect circles and trying to isolate that movement to the specific joint that you are working with. Now, let's say I wasn't able to make that perfect circle with my toe without rotating my hip or my knee in some crazy wonky way. Now, if I'm not able to make that perfect circle with my toe, then it probably means that I've got something going on in my ankle that could cause me some kind of an injury or pain later on down the road in my knee, my hip, my lower back, or who knows where else. So now, moving on to the knees, you see that I'm keeping a consistent distance between my knees, and I'm keeping my knees behind my toes. Posture and form are always extremely important in injury prevention and in maximizing the force output of all of your movements. This right here looks ridiculous, but it feels amazing and almost always reveals some kind of a tight or tired muscle. You want to make sure that you're maintaining a nice flat back, and you'll see when I do the second set of 10 here going in the other direction that I'm maintaining a nice flat back and my shoulder blades are down and back and I've got a neutral spine. Again, very focused on posture, very focused on form. Whether you're going to be running or swimming, playing basketball, playing golf, lifting heavy weights, you're going to always want to make sure that you go into it having all of these stabilizer muscles and your balance muscles warmed up, because those are what are going to protect your joints from injury. So now moving into the lower back. This usually gets a lot of cracks and pops from myself and my clients. You just want to get a nice good twist, nice good rotation, and throw that arm out there. So with these rotations here, we're focusing on the upper back. Moving on to the shoulders. The shoulder is an incredibly complex joint. So we're going to do a couple of different rotations in order to make sure that we have warmed up the shoulder joint and activated all of the stabilizer muscles of the shoulder to tell the brain that, hey, these muscles are good to go. We can go ahead and use these. So I call this the rotate and rise. You're going to want to rotate and bring your arms up over your head in about a 10 count, and then bring them back down in about a 10 count. Good old arm circles. Now, you'll notice what I'm not doing is just flinging my arms through this motion. If I had any kind of shoulder problem, it would probably aggravate it if I did that, or it would mask the problem and keep me from being able to identify what was going on there in my shoulder. So now right now, as I'm doing all of these shoulder workouts, warm-ups rather, my shoulders are starting to get a little warm. My whole body is starting to get a little warm. So I'm getting the traditional benefits of a warm-up, but I'm also getting this self-assessment ability that is not in most warm-ups. So here now we're rotating at the elbow. I call this the brushing crumbs off your chest. Pushing out to the wrists. Rotate those wrists in figure eights if you can. It just increases the range of motion that much more. You'll notice again that my core is nice and tight and I'm maintaining healthy posture. We're going to move the neck in a variety of ways just because, again, there's so much going on in the neck and it's really important that we properly address it. So if at any point throughout this process, if you have felt areas where things were a little tight or you're feeling a little weak, then you may want to go back and give those areas some extra attention with stretching or a little bit of dynamic warm-up like walking lunges or glute raises before you really start to pile on the weights or jump up in intensity in the sport or activity that you're doing. If you're still feeling pain after rotating and addressing those areas, then you may want to consider seeking out some medical help, because physical therapists can do wonders. But I mean, 99 times out of 100, this warm-up is going to be everything that you need and more. So have an awesome workout.